What challenges have you faced testing user stories that have user sensitive information?
Well, it seems like it can be panicking. I can tell you that in the production, number one, I don't have the access permission of any data because that's all the user data. And if only the certain people on the production and they have the data, they are operation people. When I say the certain people, because once you are assigned to a client, you can only access, not anybody else. Of course, sometimes their lead has the access, their director has the access. So from the quality perspective point of views, of course, we are actually developing the platform and we are going to release the platform. So we take the privilege, the access permission for a certain period of time. When something goes live for 1 or 2 weeks, we get all the access permission to actually validate, make sure things are working, but role-based access, role-based working is fine, the triggering is working fine, this test data should trigger this way, that test data should trigger that way. After the test data triggering is completed, now we actually take some actual user data, and then of course, we test we actually validate by their data on the pre-production. Okay, we copy the actual user data, we bring into the staging environment, we call the pre-production. In the pre-production, we run the similar type of test that we do in the test environment. Once we see everything looks good, then we actually give the signal. But we cannot just the test anything on the production with the actual data. We actually copy the actual data in the pre-prod and the staging, and we perform the testing. And for the production, we all use the dummy, the sets of test data, validate after each deployment and each release. Once we actually deal with the actual test data, like the actual test data, our cybersecurity team actually monitor everything else. Means, are we actually sending this through our company email? Are we sending through our any type of email? Are we actually copying the user sensitive data on anything? Once upon a time, I was dealing with my own SSN. Okay, I had the opportunity to look at my own SSN. I work in the mortgage industry. I sent to my own, like the car company, basically, and the cybersecurity team immediately sent me the email. They called me. Who are you sending this email? I said, well, I'm sorry, this is my own social security. I'm trying to buy a car. He said, well, you gotta be careful because anytime you deal anything in the production, we actually monitor every single thing. You're good. So now you see the dimension is different once you work on the production and you are dealing with the personal data. It can be the social security. It is part of the credit card information. It is part of your spouse information, right? And the changing your bank information. Everything is the highly regulated and highly monitored by the cybersecurity team and the company's enterprise, like the legal compliance team.